Since the dawn of man, mankind has been asking questions. Questions, if answered, might shape our perception of reality as we know it. Who are we? Why are we here? Are traps gay? Will the Transformers film series ever stop? Hi, I'm Morgan Freeman. Come with me as we uncover one of life's most important questions. Who is Tom Clancy, and why is his name on everything? Thanks, Uncle Morgan. You can go home now. Son of a bitch. I knew I wasn't getting paid. Broke ass motherfucker. Sorry. Anyways, if you're a gamer and you play certain types of shooter games, you've most definitely heard the name Tom Clancy from games like Splinter Cell, The Division, Ghost Recon, H.A.W.X, etc, etc. So, what did this man exactly do?
Wasn't he a writer?
Yes, random fictitious person. Yes, he was. He wrote lots of military thriller novels that fit the aesthetic of all the games aforementioned. I already knew that, ItsDmaster. This video is completely pointless. I'm unsubscribing, you piece of shit. Listen, dog. You're probably a smart person, and my audience is most likely a bunch of millennials. We don't f***ing read. But anyway, Tom Clancy was a writer that wrote military-based thriller novels, so that explains the few TV and film adaptations that you might have seen over the years. But how is this man making games? Well, back in the 90s, he founded a game company, this one to be exact. And in '98, they developed a game that you epic gamers may be familiar with. Rainbow Six Siege. Well, at least the first one, not the new one. And that game company he founded was bought by, you guessed it, Ubisoft. In the wiener. Before Ubisoft was so fascinated by the idea of putting Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs in the same cinematic universe, they were busy making espionage games like Splinter Cell, which I remember playing fondly. My uncle let me play them on and off, and eventually I bought Splinter Cell Conviction by myself, and I still think it's a highly underrated entry in the series. But the point I'm trying and failing to land is that Tom Clancy's name wasn't exactly a brand yet. Back in the Splinter Cell days, it was just an endorsement to sell the games, like how Steven Spielberg would always be credited as executive producer in Transformers trailers, even though all that really means is he threw fucking money at the film. And apparently, America throws too much money at this Transformers movies because they won't stop! But as the story goes on, in 2008, Ubisoft and Squishy purchased the rights to use Clancy's name as branding for an undisclosed sum.
6 figures I was only for.
Cementing your own name in a media that isn't even the one you built a career in. That's like next level clout, boys and girls. Imagine if Kanye West could somehow appeal to gamers for his impact on the industry. Oh wait, he tried that. Let me explain. Viewer discretion is advised. Look at the following JPEG on screen. Now to the average viewer, it's just a random red shoe. But to anyone that knows anything about sneakers, these are the highly coveted Yeezy Red Octobers from Kanye West's shoe line. Fun fact, Tom Clancy's first book was called The Hunt for Red October. These men have much more in common than you may think. Both considered wildly successful in their respective fields, but Kanye always wanted more. Kanye chose to flood the sneaker and fashion world outside of music, and it worked for a time, but the sneaker community is now just kind of fed up with the Yeezys at the fact that they're super overpriced and their designs are getting pretty lackluster in comparison to Nike's newer releases. This Yeezy, in particular, looks kind of like a McChicken in a wrapper. So Kanye's brand isn't quite up there as Mr. Tom Clancy, the man making money simply from his name existing. So Kanye began to start expressing himself about Mr. Clancy and his music. Take the classic song Power from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Now if we listen closely to these lyrics, that is a clear cry of jealousy, ladies and gentlemen. ItsDmaster, this theory is f***ing stupid. Oh really? Well, let me just spell it out for you. You have Kanye, you have Clancy, and you have the Red October connection. Now if you see closely, this connection makes an upside down triangle. Well, let me show you what happens if you flip it the other way. That's right. What are the signature colors of the Illuminati? Red. Red October. The Red October book probably got the Illuminati interested in Tom Clancy in the first place. It's all starting to make sense now. In 2009, Kanye kisses Beyonce, the confirmed leader of the Illuminati, and now Kanye begins to learn of the higher-ups of the Illuminati, like Clancy, and makes an album about it. In June 2013, Yeezus was released to the public with mixed not nearly as successful as his classic, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which also had red artwork, worth noting. Becoming clearly fed up with his lack of success in the Illuminati, he decides to set his own rules and deviate from the higher-ups altogether. So 4 months later, ItsDmaster, where's this stupid video going? He f***ing killed Tom Clancy, dude! Wake the f*** up, people! Kanye West murdered Tom Clancy. And that's why Tom Clancy's name is plastered on all your favorite video games.
FBI, open up!
Oh shit!